Well, welcome back, Cookie. I think the boys have got their act together and all is well here this afternoon as we see that Bruce Carter-Thompson, ex-Bannockburn champion, and he's having a chat there with the president, Dickie Caldo, who's looking very pleased with the first quarter's proceedings.
Well, that might be the case, Ron. According to you, I wouldn't argue with you because you are the man in country football around the Geelong area. And you know everything, according to you, and I wouldn't argue with you. And I'm interested to see Sean Hoskin.
It's about time you woke up yourself.
Interested to see Sean Hoskin playing on Darren Roworth. I reckon he'll have to garner a yard of pace and keep a bit closer. Roworth, one of those players that can explode away. Why he went for a hand pass before, I'll never know. He was breaking ground on the through chasing him and went for a hand pass, didn't board him up that up. But no doubt Darren Roworth played a bit of footy. There he is on screen now. He'll just adjust things a little and go right on with the game.
Notice which side of the ground is on this quarter?
Yep.
The attacking side.
The attacking side of the ground. He's a very good player. We saw him play in Lee Districts when they won the grand final.
Lovely lady out there too. The runner. Have a look at the trainer here at Bannockburn. I'm going to make a comeback.
Just get this, Ronnie. Could you get a rub down early on in the game if that lady was helping you out?
Not a problem. Lovely to see you too here this afternoon.
Okay, she's given us the way. Good on you, love.
Good on you, Pammy.
I thought she was carrying a big can of Vic. It's a can of 7-Up or something. You can't drink that on the ground. Back to the centre bounce. Up they go. Knocked forward by Big Alford's in the ruck now. Knocks it towards half forward. Pilgrim goes in and dives on the bottom of the pack. Kicked up the ground by Roworth. Goes out wide to Weeks. Weeks goes on right foot. Didn't gather much ground there though, Weeks. And the mark taken. That was ease, was it? At half back takes the mark. Kicks the ball across to the grandstand side of the ground. No mark taken. Here comes Roworth. Gathers the football with great consummate ease. Gives it to Tillman, who comes to whack around the ear with consummate ease also. And Tillman gets the free kick. This is Gary, and he's a handy player for the Bannockburn Tigers.
Yes, certainly is, Cookie. Hesitant now. The lead was on there, ignored. Now he elects to go short. Well done, Corey Flanagan. And he's giving Jamie Marnie the run around at the present time as he now comes in from about 55. The long bomb. Up they fly. No one takes the ball. Loose one. Ease. Butters up well for the Pies. Goes over to where we see Jones down in the back pocket. Simpson under pressure. Barthy normally goes in hard for the ball. Well met there, Widdowson, and sets up the Pies to get rid of the footy. Oh, Skoko's dropped an absolute soda, and away. Horny blow. Horny. He got pushed over for mine, and I think the umpire said, yep, he'll get the free kick. No, it's not. It's Collinger. Who cares? The Tigers have got it.
Yeah, he could play Tillman to get the ball towards Horny Blow, who could have got a free kick. He gave it to Collinger, who did get pushed in the back. He's chipped it in short. Oh, the kick had to be spot on.
Didn't like it.
They've got away with it. It set that player up coming out there, Roddy, too, but he's taken the mark, but sure. And, well, he's been their best player so far. Playing as a ruck rover today and certainly giving them plenty of bite and plenty of drive. He's got yards of it, and he goes with the long kick into the goal mouth. No player, yes, up Mark Alford in front. Got to get the mark here, Alford, and just telling his opponent there, that's how you take one, son. When you get as old as I have and you're taking as many, that's just how you do it, says Alfie as he pop kicks out the half back. The mark taken. Collinger. Over the top goes Brogden to Marnie. Marnie's in trouble. Got the hand pass away. Play on the call. Roddy, you can't call marks at the umpire. Don't pay him. Sid Jones, hands and knees. Out to Brogden. Brogden works hard. Gets it out towards Elzinger. He's in trouble. Tables the ball in front of him. Got a teammate. Run on it. Knocking on towards Jamie Marnie. Well played, the Pies. Down towards half forward is Marnie's tumble punt. Boothroyd comes out. Grabs it. Eludes it this way, that way, goes backwards in fact from Hewitt, kicks the ball out wide, not a good kick at all, tapped away from him by Clinton Shaw, who heads for the safety of the fence now. Vax in pursuit. Clinton Shaw puts it round towards the Telegraph Hotel side, knocked back into play in fact. Here's a chance for Jones. He's pulled off the football and will take the free kick.
Yeah, and
well played North Geelong. Under all sorts of trouble, Ronnie, they worked that very hard from the deep back pocket position.
They certainly did, Cookie. Sydney Jones, left side of his body. Yeah, cop one as he got rid of the footy. As we see that a nice mark taken at half forward, Simon Vack, in front of Wade Woodman, who's going to be kept rather busy, I would suggest. Vack from 55, the long bomb's a beauty, the high flies are needed. Johnny Tillman takes a screamer, plays on quickly. The loose ball now, out of defence. The kick from Bart, not a good one. Flanagan's there, beaten on this occasion. Now the Pies. Good football to Ease, who shoots from 40 metres. But he's offline. Good pressure. Good pressure, Tigers.
A bit of pressure down here from the Tigers bench too. They said he missed it as soon as he kicked it in front of us here. Sean Hoskins' hand pass was a good one. Said he's free, but yeah, good pressure. Just offline with that kick under. A bit of strife there. And we wait on Hewitt to bring the ball back into play. As he steadies now, he's just not sure which side of the ground to go. He thought about the far side of the ground, the bay side, thought about the grandstand side. Now he goes back and goes right foot. Tried to chip it in short. The kick has to be good. It wasn't as good as it could have been. A chance, though, here for the Bannockburn side. Little kick goes out towards Flanagan. He just couldn't make the half volley. Hand pass back to Jones. Jones lines up and goes bang on right foot, but he's offline. Is the captain, Coach Sydney Jones. 1 point only on the board to the North Geelong Magpies.
Yes, could have probably steadied a little more on that occasion, Sydney Jones, but didn't. And I think I've got to give credit there to the Bannockburn side because the pressure.
3-5-23 is North Geelong. Bannockburn 6-2-38. Brought to you by the Geelong Football Umpires League, and they're all good blokes, Brady, in spite of you canning them.
15 points the margin and early stages of the second quarter. Nice mark taken at half forward. Sydney Jones. Dazza, the coach, I should say, captain coach of the side. An opportunity now to drive his fabulous Magpies into attack.
Just registered 2 behind so far for the game, Daryl Jones. He's a long way out, Ron. The bruise has to be bigger than what it is. He's unloaded the spiral. It's a lovely long kick. Too. It's made the distance, but as often when you're trying for the distance, Ronnie, accuracy just a bit of a problem. And Sid Jones renders his 3rd point on the board for the North Geelong
He's
Magpies.
kicked that 75 metres.
It's a magnificent kick, wasn't it? But he did get hold of that. But of course, trying to kick it that far, it's always going to be a bit of a battle to get the distance. And accuracy,
Hewitt
all in one.
Goes to the outer side. Well done too, and finds. You'll find it's Butcher on the left foot. Beautiful footy. Flanagan in the middle to Colliger. Back to and high tackle to Flanagan. Advantage paid. He kicks under pressure, Flanagan. Looks there for Tillman. Oh, should have held that one. As Simpson now comes across. Under pressure to Alford. Oh, went without the footy. Good enough to butter up and pick the ball up and bang it on his left foot. Looks out there to Jones. He can't take it, but look out. Here come the Tigers. Butcher again on the left foot to centre half forward. Oh, Drainer couldn't hold the grab. Got tripped. Play on the umpire's call as we see the Magpies mopping up nicely there. Craig Eves goes out wide and finds his teammate, and I think you'll find it was Elzinga. Good football to Daryl Jones in the centre of Osborne Park.
Yeah, and Sid Jones takes the mark, runs around Rowett on the mark and goes back on left foot, does Sid. Defensive side of the centre of the ground, kicks up towards, well, nearly half forward. Not a good kick, and that looks like Goff, is it? Getting back to take them. No, it's Clinton Shaw taking the mark there at, half-back flank position, kicking into the breeze. Brady said it had died down. I don't think it has. I think it's quite swirly out there. Clinton Shaw goes towards centre wing position. It's paddled forward, slightly in the attacking zone now of the Bannockburn side. Jones receives the hand pass, does it cleverly too, out towards centre wing, but no mark taken. Out there and away goes Gary Tillman as Hoskin dropped the mark. Tillman now kicks the ball towards half forward flank position. Andrews, little kick off the ground, might have been illegal. The umpire agrees with me. He just held it back. Thank God he didn't kick it out. He would have killed that kid. That's Eves. He takes the kick, goes round towards the wing. Rowett gathers in trouble, quick enough to get the ball away towards Weeks, who's a pretty tough customer. Schwinnerson lays a tackle on him. Weeks paddles the ball towards the fence and will have a boundary throw in. True centre wing position, and it's 3 goals, 6 plays, 6 goals, 2, and North Geelong
Great work,
are
Horny
trailing
Blow.
at the moment.
Yes, certainly, Cookie. Horny Blow got the advantage there, but it's gone straight to where Brogdon's trapped it. Support Hoskin could have been ridden to the ground. No, said Murray Fanning. Give it to me. We'll have a bounce down right in front of the commentary position where the Tigers and the Maggies are doing some battling here this afternoon.
10 minutes gone on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock during this second quarter of the game between the leaders of Division 1 and the leaders of Division 2. Up they go. Is that the big fella? Horny Blow knocks it to the ground. Well done to Matty Pilgrim. Has a bounce. Oh, kicked it straight at the man running past him. Unfortunately, Paul Barth got in the way. The ball spills free now. Here's the chance. Marty Widdowson, been a solid defender. Got it to Jones. Jones give it back by hand to Brogdon. Brogdon goes this way, goes that. He always goes left foot, Ronnie, and kicks the ball towards centre wing, centre position. Marnie's in front. Might have been infringed there when trying to take that mark, and Jamie Marnie takes the free kick.
Yeah, against Clinton Shaw, Marnie goes to the defensive side, the lead back. Good work, Woodman. Loose ball, butted up well. There was the drainer. I think you know it's Colliger. under pressure. They all put Tillman under all sorts of pressure. You better recover now, youngster, as he does. Got on in hands and knees, thumped it to Johnny Tillman. Over the top he goes. They're tending to fall over the Tigers at the moment. Flanagan won't fall over though. He gives it back to his teammate running through. And a good football. He's dropped an absolute soda, Matty Pilgrim. And the Pies now taken away through Glen Milne.
Yeah, Jones give it across to Milne. Butchshaw did everything right there, but unfortunately Matty Pilgrim couldn't hold the mark. Down a half forward it goes. Umpire's blowing the whistle. Free kick to Bannockburn, I'd suggest, Ronnie. And Swedeston stands the mark. Yeah, free kick to Bannockburn. Is that the big fella Horny blow back there?
Yes, it is.
Left foot kick goes towards centre wing Milne up. Good fist from Glen Milne. The Wanderer punches it forward. Picked up by the pacey Elzinger. Almost went on left foot, then dummy back with a right-handed hand pass. Gave it back to the enforcer. Malcolm Key now. Left foot kick for the Magpies. The kick not particularly good. Ronnie Pilgrim chips in, takes the mark at half back.
Yes, played on foolishly, but he's been good enough to get out of it. And Butchshaw again on that left foot. It's a low probing drop punt, but it can't find a target. Hoskin butters up well. Or Boothroyd should have held the easiest of chest marks. Allows Hewitt in now. Hand pass to Woodman. Had to stop and prop. The left foot kick, not a good one. Hoskin comes in again for the Pies and punts it back to the corridor. Oh, Tillman. That was Gary. Nearly took a nice grab. No, said the umpire, as the loose ball spills out now, where the Tigers, through the agency of Wentworth, tries to get the ball out. Also working hard. Oh, caught one a bit high, said Horny Blade. No free kick. And I tell you what, she's pretty untidy stuff out there at the minute, Cookie. And the whistle finally blows of umpire Murray Fanning.
I don't know about untidy, Ron. I think it's pretty tough out there. Both sides having a real rib-diggling dick here.
It's great stuff, isn't it? Great game of footy.
I just couldn't get that in. A real rib-tickling tick here is what I was trying to say. Not that other word. Okay, Robbie's down in the pocket. The ball kicked out wide from the Bannockburn player in Woodman. He goes, well, very wide, in fact. Here's Robbie Dick. I knew he was there somewhere. Picks it up, does Robbie. Turns around, got plenty of time. Punt kicks into the forward zone. Mark not taken. At the back of the pack, is that Woodman? Gets the hand pass across. It was not Woodman, in fact.
Hewitt.
It was Hewitt. Gave it back too much. Bannockburn really have played very well, Ron. They're running the ball well out of the fence. This kick's a good one. Mark taken by Bath. For some reason wanted to play on and has been pinged for holding the ball. Correct decision by the umpire. Bad decision by Bath. Yeah, as we see driving it down the ground there, the 50 jumper for North Geelong. Was that Milne, was it?
Yeah, Gary Tillman's taken a great grab though at half-back. Looks there to Matty Pilgrim, who takes a diving lunge. As we see the Rockies, 24-hour locksmith time clock. Great shot there at the North Geelong rooms as well. Spectators enjoying this entertainment. 12.5 minutes gone to the second quarter, and the margin, 14 points, Bannockburn.
It's a thriller. The ball thrown back into play. Up goes back. The free kick was paid against him. Horny blow grabs it, plays on him. Flanagan takes a beauty. Plays on, does the Flanagan. Out wide he goes. Lovely kick. Steady now, Shaw. Kicks the ball in towards half forward. The kick not particularly good. Should be attacking a bit longer into the bruise. I think they're trying to chip it around too much. Players dive on top of it. I think this will be a ball up, Ronnie Brown. I just thought that they should have gone a bit longer with that kick there into the forward zone.
Yeah, certainly. Paul Bath, I would suggest, a little stiff not to get a kick there. He was ridden into the ground and should have been rewarded. Up they go. Alford, he's tapped it straight to Flanagan, who's broke through the tackle, kicks it up to the pocket. Eves in front now. Met solidly there by his opponent, but good defensive football. Finds the boundary line. Darren Rolls can't quite get there in time, and we'll see a boundary throw in. Half forward, members side. Bannockburn in the attack.
Okay, points out of 10 for Craig Eves' kick, Ronnie.
Yeah, sensational.
About
100.
10, I reckon. It's a terrific effort. And no one to give it to. Hugged the boundary line, did it beautifully. A lot of experience. Boundary throw in. Free kick going to Horniblow. Roworth wanted to go on with it, but not paid by the umpire. And Horniblow now steadies.
Low trajectory drop punt.
Up here a bit, right?
Yeah, certainly. Bath under pressure. Good work there, North Geelong. But Roworth with some dash. Now plenty of time to steady and use the ball. Kick, not a good one. Ronnie Pilgrim a little bit slow on that occasion, allows Simpson now to pick the footy up and drive it back to centre wing. Now, didn't go for the ball, Gary Tillman. Skoko butters up well. Now he's got time to steady. He can do with it?
Kick, lovely kick, Skoko.
Great footy.
Magnificent kick. He had a look, Ronnie. He didn't just blaze it. and he saw Legs move through and leading it. He put it 30 yards in front of him, and Legs had the legs to make the ground, and he has kicked a nice goal. And we see Ronnie Pilgrim, is it coming off there, and Gary Ward coming on right in front of us, and that might be a result of Ronnie Pilgrim perhaps not getting to that mark that he might well have made. But he didn't get there, the old fella. And here comes Boothroyd lining up and shooting at the goalmouth. Drifted away to the right-hand side, but it snuck it in. It's a goal. And Legs has got his second goal of the day, I suggest, Ron.
Yep, and 71st for the 94 season. The fabulous Magpies. Rodney Legs Boothroyd leading the goal kicking. Partly pressed by Robbie Reuter from Eastern Suburbs by some 3 or 4 goals now. And
he's been a revelation, Robbie Reuter, this year, isn't he?
Certainly has.
He's a real nose picker half forward. Just leans there for a while, kicks a few, leans there, kicks a few more. And the scoreboard shows 4 goals, 630 points. North Geelong on the board. Bannockburn have got 6-2. That's terrific. Kicking 38 points. It's 8 points the difference. Geelong Football Umpires League bringing us the second quarter. And North Geelong, after weathering that storm into the breeze there of their Bannockburn attack, have been able to bob one on the board.
The Johnny Tatnall centre bounce, a good one. Alford tries to burst his way through. Now, Butch Shaw has to show some responsibility out there for the Tigers. Can't trap it. He's got support Flanagan as he butters up at half back. Good work, Corey Flanagan. Kicks off the carpet. Good support there from Colliger. Now, his brother Clinton tries to sell the dummy but lost the football in the process and has allowed Alford now to centre half forward to Jones, who kicks from 50.
The Jones boy, he's offline.
Just offline. 4 points, Daryl Jones, and he would have liked that to go through. There was no one within 30 metres of the goalmouth cookie, and all it had to do was bounce in the right spot.
Yep, big ball play, Big Alford too, to get the ball across. But Sid Jones, 4 points. He'll be ruining that at the moment. He'll be hoping to God it was 2 goals too, at least, because they'd been in front of him to kick that. But 4 points from the captain coach as we wait and see Hewitt bring the ball back into play. He favours the bay side of the ground. That's the outer side of the ground. Up he goes, looking for Woodman, knocked away from him. Goes to Weeks. Weeks shows plenty of dash. Goes towards the centre position with a long kick push out there, Ronnie.
Yep.
Yeah, you picked it up, umpire picked it up, even I picked it up, so it must have been there. Bannockburn just setting a little now, up and under kick towards half forward. Milne at the back of the pack does well with the fist, knocks it to the turf. Bannockburn need to force this ball forward. College has a chance. He lays the tackle as the hand pass comes out towards Milne again. Away he goes, steady. Does well too, gets around Bath with that right foot kick in towards, centre wing. Perhaps we'll short the centre of the ground now, because here comes Jones. Couldn't take it. Robbie Dick's got it. Got the hand pass away. Wasn't good. Goes back towards Edmonds. Marnie's in there too. Pushing the back, not played. Horniblow grabs it, and Horniblow has kicked the ball forward, but not too far on. It's bounced on its end 3 times before Eves can get himself under the play.
Yes, certainly, and Murray Fanning has penalised Flanagan, yeah. Eves hobbling a little too from that infringement. Right ankle a little sore. Doesn't go behind the mark, and you must do so.
17.5 minutes gone of this second quarter, the Geelong Football Umpire League quarter. That's Rocky's 24-hour locksmith time clock, bringing us the time clock, Ronnie.
Does a great job supporting GDFL football for the 94 season. Take your pick here. It's a raffle. Simon Vac, Marty Widdowson have taken the long bomb from Craig Eves, and we'll be shooting for goal about 60 metres out directly in front.
I'm going to chop in here, Ron. I reckon Widdowson will kick this. I've seen him kick for goal in recent years. I know he's a long way out. I reckon he might kick it. He's a magnificent kick of a footy. Here we go. Marty, don't let me down, son. He's put the foot right into it, but it's drifting offline. Deep in the forward pocket, no mark taken. He was about 8 metres short and about 8 metres wide, but at least I was prepared to put myself on the line there, Ron.
And mucked it up again. Good work, Gary Tillman in defence there for the Bannockburn side. Thumps the ball out of bounds. It's some 25 metres from the North Geelong goal. Time clock is ticking away. Margin a mere 7 points at the GDFL round 13 match of the day.
Boundary throw in. Horniblow's doing the ruck work against back, and neither player got a decisive knockdown. Brockton's in there, so too is the young Pilgrim. The ball is held into the pack, and I think we'll have a ball up decision. And the umpire says, Cookie. For a change, you're right, son. We're going to have one down there. Matty Pilgrim standing in the screen there with Daryl Jones. As Horniblow goes up, knocks the ball to the turf. Looking for a teammate. I think it might have gone out of bounds, Ron. It has too. Murray Trav was pretty disappointed there because he thought he was up and running. But no doubt he was out of bounds. Boundary umpires, they know more than you do. They certainly know more than I do.
You
and
wish.
It's a boundary throw in.
Horniblow, Vac do battle now. Oh, Horny Blow again with strength. Disposal lets the big fella down. This time he finds Rowath. Can't pick the ball up on the half volley. Allows now the opportunity for the Pies through Hosking, who gets a quick kick. But I think you'll find pushed as he kicked has found the money line on the full. And Murray Travis gets another freebie.
Okay, goal kickers so far. I've got Russell Brogdon getting one for North Geelong with Anne Skoko and two to Rod Boothwood. Whilst Bannockburn, Ronnie Pilgrim, Matt Pilgrim, John Tillman, Shane Andrews, Andrew Goff and Paul Barth have all got one each. Ball comes up the wood. Schwinnerson, he can't take it on this occasion. Knocked away and well knocked away two at that stage. Out of the boundary line she goes. Look, it's half forward flank. It's a pretty tight game, Roddy. A goal here for either side would be pretty conclusive because there's not much in the game. A little goal of Bannockburn gives them a nice break as they take the ball in the air. Little kick from that was Rowath down the boundary line. Had nowhere to give it. Well done, Rowath. Kick for the... it looks like an old toilet there in front of us, but we won't call it that because it's got a 10 shadow. 31 plays 38, 7 points the difference on the Geelong Football Umpires League scoreboard. And whoever gets the next goal will be pretty happy with themselves before half time.
Yes, certainly. Only 20 minutes gone. And the defences of both sides starting to get on top.
Push there, push against Skoko. Definitely, Ron. And Tillman will take the free kick.
Yeah, low trajectory drop, punts a beauty. Matty Pilgrim plays on. Now Woodman waits for it, but he's good enough to butter it up. Good shepherding there, Paul Barth. Woodman's handballed the ball to no one, as now the North Geelong side through Jones. Butter up and kick it long to half forward. Oh, Tillman should have been paid. No, Skoko caught with the ball, but we see breaking through now at half back. Good work there from the big fella. I think you'll find it was Clinton Shaw. Finds Pilgrim. Pilgrim, though, let the ball go. The hand pass to Rowath. Not good, but he's good enough to get it across to his teammate in the Explorer. Wentworth up there to half forward as we see Flanagan keep the ball in play. Good work, Corey Flanagan, but likewise, young Steve Simpson did well for the Pies at half back.
Boundary throw in. Midway between half forward flank and centre wing. Bannockburn slightly into attack, going into the breeze left of the screen. But it's the turfing. Goes Jones. The ball's robbed of him. Here comes Weeks. The Weeks goes on the right foot. Down towards the forward zone. Out comes the Goff. Whitlam's got it down there. And he takes the Marcus Brady. Takes a sip of that soup that we've had here. Magnificent stuff.
Good
that
stuff
soup too. God, I wish I had some. Here comes Andrew Goff. Well played. Out in front. Took the mark. Lines up. Goes bang on right foot. He's chipped it right across the face of the goal. Poor kick. And here's Widdowson in defence. Roping the pack. He's been a very good defender. He chips it out to Simpson. Up he goes. It's knocked away by Rowath. Well played, Rowath. Can he keep it in? He can do so. Now he's in trouble. Paddles the ball over the fence. And good effort, Darren Rowath, all the same, because it looked a certain mark to Sean Simpson. And well played, Marty Widdowson in defence. And he's been a revelation to me, Ronnie, in the games I've seen North Geelong play.
Up they go, and Alford uncontested. Horny Blow very late. Butchaw well collared Simpson. Loose ball. Pilgrim now under pressure. Picks up on the left foot. Screws it back. Key couldn't take the mark. Good shepherding Schwinnerson and support there for the Pies as he kicks the ball to centre wing, and that was nicely done. And I think you'll find it was Glenn Milne finds Hosking now at centre wing.
He spears the pass in towards half forward. Out comes Tillman, takes the mark. Played on immediately. The hand pass was a bit quick for his teammate in Woodman. The free kick was played to Woodman. Advantage played to Tillman, who gives it out wide. Bannockburn a chance to run the ball around, and Johnny Tillman marks. The hand pass inboard to Collinger. He runs inside 50, has a bounce. The left footer straightens up, and Collinger goes bang, hit the bloody post. You wouldn't believe it, would you, Ronnie?
Well, Cookie, after that call, no, I would not. But it was a pretty exciting one.
He should have kicked that, for God's sake.
Yeah, didn't steady. Probably could have had another bounce, if the truth be known. But, well, he's missed. And now we see Stewie Hardiman bring the ball back into play. Goes short. And Alford now takes the easiest of marks uncontested. Runs clear at back pocket. Longest centre of the ground. Jones, easy as you like to Widdowson. Up go the Pies, Boothroyd. That's how easy it is. And an opportunity here, Rodney Boothroyd. He's kicked, let's have a look. 2 goals straight here this afternoon. He's no more than 40 metres out directly in front.
Now, as a former Newtown champion, Ron, how crucial the mistake from Collinger. Should have kicked the goal, hasn't. They've got it one behind. Okay, they get 1 point on the board. The ball down the ground. No player from Bannockburn has touched the footy, and here's Boothroyd lining up from 40 metres out. He's the leading goal kicker in the league. How crucial the mistake from Wayne Collinger, because Boothroyd's put it straight at the top of the goal umpire's hat. Wayne Collinger, you should be very disappointed. I am, son. What, 4 points to Rod Boothroyd. Well played, the Pies, but a crucial mistake made there.
Certainly, Cookie, and it's not only hurt Wayne Colliger, I reckon it's hurt every player on the ground for the Bannockburn side. Very emotional, this game of football, and when you have something like that happen, yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, that would be demoralising because he was all set up to kick. The play was brilliant to get it there. Johnny Tillman's mark was a beauty. The hand pass inboard was a ripper. And Rocky's clock shows us we've gone 24 minutes of this second quarter, almost into time one. That would have been the goal that separated the men from the boys a little. Now, the scoreboard will come up in a minute. It'll show us that it's 5 goals, 37 points on the board to North Geelong. Bannockburn 6-3-39. Only 2 points the difference, where it should have been 14 points in front for Bannockburn.
Certainly. Need to
my
get
point,
that.
Ron.
Well, time on vital stages of the second quarter now. Can the Tigers repel and get a quick one, a quick answer? Drainer overruns the ball, allows Eves now, as easy as you like, to the run of Malcolm Key. Kicks long on the left foot. Lovely football, Alzinger. Oh, he's paid the high.
Ronnie.
Paid the high tackle, didn't pay the mark.
Okay.
And 50. Well, I think North Geelong very fortunate. And Murray Fanning would like to have a look at this replay, I would suggest.
Do you see how the game can change? If Colliger kicks the goal, they don't kick that one. And now things start going the way
Of
of the
Pies.
Magpies.
Well, Troy Alzinger, he's been a little quiet this quarter. Started off very well for the Pies. He's kicking from 25 metres from goal directly in front. And he's popped it through. Yep, no problem.
Through, yes. Another
Player on the
goal
mark
and
actually
also-
did go over.
And the Pies have hit the front.
Yeah, and I think that's where they'll stay.
Yeah, you've tipped Bannockburn early, Ron. Have you got your walking shoes
Well,
on this
it's
early?
going to be a real test of character from now to turn around what's happened in the last couple of minutes. Very psychological, this game of footy. North Geelong, they've got all the answers. They're 43 points. They lead Bannockburn 39 on the Geelong Football Umpires League second quarter scoreboard.
Okay, it's 4 points. The difference close to half-time here at the Nest. The Osborne Park, the home of the fabulous Magpies. Bannockburn putting up a brave performance. It's 26 minutes, 26 and a half minutes now into this second quarter. Knockdown goes towards Jones. Sydney runs the ball well, goes out wide with the hand pass towards Hoskin. He's in trouble because Robertson's closing very quickly. Might have infringed there, does Darren Rowell. I think you'll find that Hoskin will take the free kick at half forward. And now all of a sudden it's all going against the Bannockburn Tigers, Ron.
Yeah, pretty soft free kick.
Soft free kick, says Brainy, as Hoskin puts the foot into it, goes towards half forward. No mark taken, back was the target. It's knocked away from him, picked up here and having a flying shot at the goal. Was that Widdowson down there?
Yes, it was.
It was. He's offline on this occasion, Marty Widdowson. Either he's playing at half forward, he's drifted a long way down from half back, but we'll give you the benefit of that. He's got 1 point only on the board there for North Geelong. They've gone to 6 goals, 844 points on the board. Bannockburn 6-3-39. 5 points the difference on the Geelong Football Umpires League scoreboard, and you're suggesting that the umpires aren't helping Bannockburn scores, Ron?
No, not at the moment. They're not, and you really can't afford to pay ticky touchwood free kicks in a big game like this. It is football, not netball, as we wait now on Simon Vack. He kicks it up to the teeth of goal. Looks there for Widdowson now in front. Couldn't take it. Tapped it on there. Boothroyd ricochets the ball back. Robbie Dick ends up with it under pressure. Caught one a bit high too as he kicked the footy. He's popped it over the line of the full, but unluckily doesn't get the free kick, the obvious one. And we see now Bannockburn get the freebie.
Okay, Widdowson is playing in attack, Ron. I could suggest he's not down the back line at all. As the ball comes back into play, chance for Matty Pilgrim. He paddles the ball in front of him. Butch Shaw, being their best player, paddles it in front of him. Away he runs from Matty Pilgrim now, does Butch Shaw. Puts it on the boot. Not a particularly good kick. There's no one at home at all. Stewie Hardman comes across and taps it down. A little kick back for Bannockburn into Woods forward pocket to Horny Blow. Taken away here. Running away well too, Jamie Marnie. Too much pace there as he spins the ball back to the centre. As that's Sid Jones as it takes a good
Malcolm Key.
Key was it? In the long sleeves just fooled me for a minute. The mark was a beauty. The kick wasn't quite so good. Comes back now. Bannockburn working still hard still against the flow of play, Ronnie, and Flanagan takes the mark forward to the centre of the ground.
Yeah, now Flanagan is just waiting. He had Paul Barth, which he ignored. Probably should have given it to him. Oh, you can't do that. As we see a push there, and Drainer, Jane Andrews infringing there on his opponent. And
Craig E's wanting to play on, but I don't think so. I think the North Geelong player might have bit the turf a bit hard there. He's just picking himself up, Rod.
yeah, I don't think he appreciated
Sid,
the treatment. It's I think it's either it is
Sid Jones.
Yeah, it is.
he might have landed on his at one point landing on his nose, I think. He'll be all right, Sid. He's a pretty tough customer. He gets the free kick at half back for North Geelong.
Okay, just stemming the tide. Handball's off. Now he's got Eves, who's unattended. Very poor checking Bannockburn forwards. And he's had 2 bounces, clears the ball comfortably to centre wing. Roweth up high. Hosking up there, though, and equal to the task, Steve Simpson. Swoops on the leather, kicks a penetrating drop punt to half forward. Robbie Dick stole it from Boothroyd. Shoots it at goal. But there's nobody home except Jake Hewick, who's got all the time in the world to give it to... it looks like Gary Tillman out there. Back to Hewitt. Oh, don't muck around with it too much, Tigers. They'll lose it.
Too much handball, Ron. Gary Tillman's there, good enough to butter up. Give it back to Hewitt. Hewitt goes out to Flanagan. Now he decides to put the foot in it. He kicks it off the ground. Free kick being paid here. I think Flanagan's got one. He might have been claimed after he got rid of that ball. Kicks it up towards centre wing. Malcolm Key, the enforcer,
Played
comes
well
in
this
and
quarter.
takes the mark. What good play Boothroyd. That knock on to Robbie Dick before was a beauty. Unfortunately, Dick couldn't be a dead-eye Dick on that occasion. Back to the centre of the ground. Elzinger's in there fighting for half for the footy. In goes Jones. Stages for one in the back. Playing as the call is Horny Blow grabs it. And the siren has sounded, Ronnie Brain, for half-time in a pretty entertaining game at the Nest, at Osborne Oval, at Osborne Park, at the home of the North Geelong Magpies.
Yes,
Division 1 leading side, North Geelong, go into the game at half-time. 6 goals, 8. That is 44 points on the board. They're leading Bannockburn. 6 goals, 3, 39 for the quarter, Ronnie. Bannockburn kicked 1 point only. North Geelong were able to add 5 goals, 5 with the breeze. And you're the man that said there's no breeze out there anymore. Ronnie, you amaze me.
Well, at the quarter-time break, there was nothing. The trees were still, and I couldn't feel any air on my face, Cookie. I tell you. Now, yes, it has picked up, and it's probably worth 3 or 4. And, well, to Bannockburn's credit, they've kept North Geelong to 3 goals, 5 that term, and they've only managed 1 point themselves. But, all in all, it's been a great first half of footy. 5 points the margin. Anyone's game, and this last half is going to be very, very exciting stuff.
So, if you're out at David and Ruth Dean's pub, Ronnie,
hey,
if you're out at David and Ruth Dean's pub watching this game, there at Paco Street,
we better go and have a cold cleanser. Because
have a quick one at the bar, because we're going to be straight back. Got the wrong camera here. We're going to be straight back with the third quarter, the vital one.
Certainly, Dave.